We're going back to the future. You know, that one line? It's pretty much everything you need to know about a mission to reset an entire culture. This isn't just about feeling nostalgic for the good old days, it's about a full-on restoration.
And that mission, well, it belongs to UMAN, the Unified Martial Arts Network. So today, we're going to break down exactly how and why this incredible organization is looking back to the past in order to save the future of sport karate.
So why even have a reset? I mean, what was so broken that it needed a complete overhaul? To really get what UMAN is all about, you first have to understand the problem they were trying to solve.
Okay, picture this. There was a time when sport karate was a huge deal. We're talking major arenas, ESPN coverage, actual prize money that mattered. But then something just shifted. The prestige started to fade, the tournaments moved into smaller venues, and the rewards just weren't there anymore. There was this growing feeling that something really important, something at the very core of the art, had just gotten lost.
And you know, this didn't just happen overnight. You can almost trace it back to a single point around 1987, when the culture started to change. A decade later, an article in On Point magazine really blew the lid off the sport's problems. And then, exactly 10 years after that, in 2007, UMAN was founded to finally fix things.
I mean, the contrast here is just night and day. The sport went from legendary places like Madison Square Garden to generic hotel ballrooms. And the prize money? It tanked from $1,000, which was real money back then, down to a measly $300. You could absolutely feel the difference. It was drastic.
And here, the founder of UMAN, Grandmaster Jerry Fontanez, he just nails it. He pinpoints the root cause of the whole problem. The culture had shifted away from high-quality technique in favor of just being fast. That single issue, that's what UMAN was built to fight.
So, facing this decline, did Grandmaster Fontanez just sit back and complain? Nope. He went out and created a solution, and that solution became the UMAN mission.
So he founded the Unified Martial Arts Network, UMAN, back in 2007, and its purpose was crystal clear: bring back those foundational principles, the quality, the integrity, the high standards, that he felt had been totally left behind.
And get this, the name itself is a message. It's not UMAN, it's UMAN. And that was totally on purpose. It sends this signal that, hey, this isn't some top-down thing. It's going to take a collective effort, a whole community. It requires you, man, to make this happen.
That whole mission really rests on two main ideas: a commitment to integrity and a very specific mindset.
First up, technical integrity. Now, this is the direct answer to that whole speed over skill problem that started back in '87. It's all about committing to doing things the right way. And not just for tradition's sake, but because, well, precise technique is just more effective, it honors the art, and, this is crucial, it actually protects your body from getting injured.
And we're not talking about some abstract idea here. This is about physics and discipline. Take a back fist, for example. For it to be powerful and safe, it has to close right at the moment of impact. Just using open hand techniques all the time, that's a shortcut, and it's a habit UMAN is trying to correct. The second pillar is the Bronx mindset. Grandmaster Fontanez is Bronx proud, and this philosophy is just pure, uncut practicality. It strips away all the ego and the bravado and just asks one simple question: is this training actually going to help you get home safe?
The whole philosophy really boils down to this. It's not about scoring a quick point at a tournament and then stopping. No way. It's about building the discipline to handle a real-world situation from beginning to end. It's about survival, not just sport. And flowing right out of that practical mindset is this deep focus on health. I mean, UMAN is a huge champion for brain health because they recognize the serious toll that heavy shots have taken on so many people. That means pushing for smarter sparring and, maybe most importantly, being honest about taking the time you need to recover from injuries.
When you combine that focus on health and doing things the right way, you get to another amazing part of the UMAN mission: longevity. This idea that martial arts isn't something you just age out of. It's something that can grow with you for your entire life.
And that is where the OG League comes in. Yeah, it stands for older guys and older girls. And this division was created for everyone 30 and up. It's a place to honor all their wisdom and experience, to show off classic techniques, and to prove that you never, ever have to retire from your purpose.
71. Just let that number sink in for a second. What does the age 71 even mean when you're talking about being a warrior, a competitor,
a champion?
Well, it means you can be like Franklin Senpai Rodriguez, who got this message on his 71st birthday. And that message, that's the heart and soul of UMAN's philosophy. Age is just a number. The choice to be a champion, that's always up to you.
Okay, so you've got this incredible mission to restore the past and build a sustainable future. But how do you make sure a legacy like that actually sticks around for the long haul?
Their promise is pretty straightforward. Education through information and documentation. They're basically becoming the historians of their own community, actively collecting old tapes and photos from members. They get it. If you want to control your future, you've got to own your history.
Of course, anytime you try to shake things up, you're going to get some pushback. But Grandmaster Fontaz has this really savvy, clear-eyed take on it. If critics are showing up, it's just proof that you're actually making a difference. So his advice is to flip it. Let the haters be your free marketing, and just stay focused on the mission.
And in the end, the whole mission becomes real through this clear, simple call to action. It's not some big, complicated plan. It's all about participation. Just show up, compete with integrity, add your piece of history to the archive, and tell your story. That's how the reset actually happens.
Which really leaves us all with one big question that goes way beyond martial arts. I mean, whether you're a coder, a painter, or a chef, the journey of UMAN makes you think. In your own craft, whatever it is you do, what does it truly mean to honor the past while you're busy building a better future?